Добрый день. Большое спасибо.
Labdien.
Thank you very much for having us here. I'm George Tentes and I work with Ellinoagliki Agogi, which is a Greek school, primary school in Athens.
George Tentis strādā pamatskolā Atēnās.
This is a quick explanation of our name, Ellinoagliki Agogi,
Bet beidzot mēs noskaidrosim, ko tas garais vārds nozīmē.
which means that in our school we teach Greek and English to Greek primary school students, and we prepare them for an international, let's say, career and studies.
Tātad, Džordža skolā māca gan grieķu valodu, gan angļu valodu un sagatavo skolēnus faktiski starptautiskai karjerai.
Okay, we are very proud to be partners in Print 3D project, and our role here is to be the end users and at the same time the implementers of the intellectual outputs.
Tātad mēs esam priecīgi piedalīties šajā projektā, un mūsu loma šajā projektā ir būt šo rezultātu un projektu sasniegumu ieviesējiem un lietotājiem savā skolā.
A few words about Ellinoagliki Agogi, our school.
Par skolu.
It's a private school. It's run by a private company. And it starts from kindergarten, and there are also 6 grades of primary school.
Tātad privātā skola pieder privātai kompānijai, sākās jau ar bērnu dārzu, un šajā skolā var apgūt pirmās 6 klases.
We have more than 500 students right now. They have just finished their school year. And there are also 62 teachers to support our students.
Tad skolā mācās 504 skolāni, viņus apkalpo 62 skolotāji.
The ages of the children start from 4 years old and they come up to 12 years old. And the children that are mostly involved in our projects in this project are the older ones.
Tad skola apmeklē bērni vecumā no 4 līdz 12 gadiem, un šajā projektā galvenokārt ir iesaistīti tie, kas ir vecākās pakāpes.
But as I will tell you a little bit later, I will comment on it, the people in the school that are in the most need of these skills that Print 3D has to offer are our teachers.
Jāsaka, visvairāk, kam ir nepieciešamas šīs jaunās zināšanas par 3D printeriem, tātad skolotāji.
Because as you know, for children everything is a game.
Bērniem viss ir spēle.
But for teachers who want to be proficient in their profession and want to include all students in different of their abilities and disabilities, there is a huge need of skills.
Tad, ja skolotājs grib būt augsti profesionāls, tad viņam jāmāk tās visas lietas iemācīt, un viņam pašam jābūt prasmēm.
So, our role in the Print 3D project, first, we have to educate our teachers. And since we cannot educate 60 teachers, well, we decided that first we'll go with a pilot for educating 2 or 3 of our teachers.
Tad pirmais uzdevums ir izglītot skolotājus par iekļaušanu klases darbā bērnus ar redzes traucējumiem. Un tā kā nav iespējams apmācīt uzreiz 62 skolotājus, tad tika nolemts projekta ietvaros apmācīt 3-4.
We believe that a major positive effect from this pilot would be the positive spillovers to the other teachers of the school who will learn about 3D printing, will learn about all the possibilities that are involved in this project.
Un tad pārējie skolotāji tad arī izjutīs šo apmācīto skolotāju pozitīvo ietekmi un arī iemācīsies visas tās pašas prasmes.
So another positive issue is that our children will be more familiarized with what it means to have special abilities, what it means to have disabilities, and how we all have both of them.
Vēl viens iegūms no šī projekta, kas attiecas tieši uz skolēniem, būs tas, ka viņi iemācīsies to, ka cilvēki ir dažādi. Katram ir savas spējas, katram var būt kādu spēju, kādu prasmju trūkums, un apgūst to, ka mēs visi esam ļoti dažādi.
Another very important issue is technology. And we started with technology, so we will educate our teachers into tools like FreeCAD, like designing, like 3D printing, how you do it, how is it set up, etc.
Nu, tātad viena no lietām, kas ir jāapmāca skolotājiem, tās ir tehnoloģijas, tās ir dažādas programmas, ieskaitot FreeCAD programmu, kā arī 3D printēšanu.
And in any case, we will also familiarize our teachers with what is the way of conducting non-typical education, especially for educators, which means long-distance learning, how you use asynchronized tools, etc. This looks like the Moodle, for example, we will be using during the project.
Un, protams, vēl viens uzdevums ir iepazīstināt skolotāju ar alternatīvajām mācīšanas metodēm, attālinātā mācīšana, ar tādu rīku kā Moodle.
Some other things as well, how to incorporate free software in the everyday school practice, which is also a very important issue, not directly related to 3D printing, but useful as well.
Vēl viena lieta, ko mēs iemācīsimies ar šī projekta palīdzību, ir kā sadarboties, un ne tikai 3D printēšanā.
And in the end, one of our roles is to test the materials that will be produced by the project as an intellectual output 3, an educational or didactic guide, which will be used by the teachers in the classroom with the students to produce, as we say in service learning, things for making our life better.
Un vēl mūsu uzdevums šajā projektā ir pārbaudīt visus tos materiālus, kas projekta laikā tiks radīti, varbūt izveidot tam arī tā kā rokas grāmatu, lai pēc tam šos materiālus varētu lietot plašāk sabiedrība.
And at the same time, dissemination is also not to be neglected, because not only it's a prerequisite for such a project, but also is the thing that creates the positive effects for other schools as well and for the local society.
Un tātad visu beidzot šo projektu rezultātus varēs lietot gan citas skolas, gan arī visa vietējā sabiedrība.
So we will say that we will inform local community, we will help the parents familiarize themselves with the tools and all the perspectives that are given. And of course, we will run, let's say, collective actions. We will cooperate with the other two Greek schools in producing positive effects combined within the same community.
Tad tiks iepazīstināti ar rezultātiem ne tikai vietējā sabiedrība, bet arī vecāki uzzinās, kā lietot, kā strādāt, apmācīt savus bērnus ar 3D printeri, un šādā veidā tiks radīta pievienotā vērtība.
So, a few things about the implementation of the project and what we have been doing so far. We have selected 25 students, 3 teachers, and we have also 2 consultants, one of which is me, and another one is Aspa, today with us, who is also more related to education than me. I'm an engineer, sorry.
Tātad tagad nedaudz sīkāk par to, kā tiek ieviests klasē un skolā. Tātad projekta rezultāti izvēlēti 25 skolēni, 3 skolotāji, 2 konsultanti. Jā.
Okay.
Jā. Runātājs teica, ka viņš nav skolotājs, ka viņš ir inženieris, bet viņam ir partneris, kas vairāk nodarbojas ar izglītošanas lietām.
We devote 2 hours every week for these 25 students, mostly 5th grade, 11 years old. 2 hours a week of their curriculum is devoted to technology, 3D printing, learning how to deal with visual impairment and inclusion in the classroom.
Tātad viņi satiekās un nodarbojās 2 stundas nedēļā. Un skolēniem tiek stāstīts, kā un mācīts, kā darboties ar tehnoloģijām, ar 3D printeriem un arī kā to darīt cilvēkiem skolēniem ar redzes traucējumiem.
We have actually connected this project with our IT and science syllabus, part of the syllabus, since in primary schools we don't have technological classes.
Pamatskolā kā nav atsevišķu IT stundu, bet projekta ietvaros, vai tas, kas tiek darīts projektā, ir iekļauts arī mācību programmā, tāpēc zinātnes jomā.
But we don't see this as a barrier. Actually, we see it more as a deliberating thing that children have time to deal with things that are going to happen, and of course you all know that today children are very much acquainted to technology.
Tas, ka 5. klases skolniekiem ir kā nav atsevišķas informātikas stundas, viņi neuzskata kā trūkumu, varbūt, bet kā izaicinājumu ar šīm papildus stundām vienkārši skolēnus vēl vairāk iepazīstināt ar dažādām tehnoloģijām, kaut gan viņi jau ir gudri šajā jomā.
So, I will give you some brief information about what we have done so far and what we look forward to in the future.
Ko mēs esam izdarījuši līdz šim un ko gatavojamies darīt vēl nākotnē.
We have done focus groups in the classrooms, short projects on visual impairment, what it is, how we deal with it, how we have to accept other people's skills and disabilities, and what are our own skills and disabilities, and how these combined can make a positive effect.
Kad mēs esam runājuši klasē par redzes traucējumiem, par cilvēkiem, kam ir redzes traucējumi, un kā mums visiem to pieņemt.
We have talked about famous personas of the ages, like Bray, like Ray Charles, like Stevie Wonder, and other famous blind people or visually impaired.
Jā, mēs esam iepazīstinājuši savus skolēnus ar pasaulē slaveniem neredzīgiem cilvēkiem, kā pats Brails.
All people related to the history of visual impairment.
Vai arī cilvēkiem, kas ir saistīti vēsturē ar šiem redzes traucējumiem.
And also we have done a market research on 3D printing to find out what's out there, what's sold, what are the capabilities of these machines in our times.
Mēs esam veikuši arī tirgus izpēti, 3D printeru tirgus izpēti.
And some newest actions you can see here. We have communicated with the local authorities and local stakeholders, with the mayor, with some UNESCO supporters in our municipality, so we can also put them on board on promoting this project.
Tad skola sadarbojās ar vietējo lēmēju varu, ar visām citām varbūt interesētajām personām un organizācijām un iesaistījušas viņu savā darbībā.
And these are also ideas in order to create engagement in your neighborhoods, your schools, and your let's say authorities.
Tad kā ir dažādi idejas tiek veidotas, kā šo darbu arī, teiksim, pārnest uz tuvāko apkārtni, uz...
Of course, a Facebook page, which you can all visit and put your comments here, for example, for my speech, so the company can see that I'm doing my job okay or not.
Protams, kā tāda modernā iespēja kā mājaslapa, kurā var apskatīt visu to, kas notiek.
Or you can upload photos from today's event, which we will do anyway. We hope you don't mind.
Jā, tur varēs atrast arī bildes no šīs dienas konferences. Ceru, ka nevienam nekas nebūs pretī ieraudzīt sevi šajos attēlos.
We have also right now organizing an event with the local community, which is to be defined for next September or October.
Pašlaik mēs gatavojam arī pasākumu, kas būs domāts vietējai sabiedrībai.
Our colleagues and partners in the project have provided us with first videos on how to familiarize with the software and the 3D printer, which we are now have passed to our teachers so they can familiarize.
Mūsu projekta partneri mūs ir nodrošinājuši ar dažādiem video materiāliem, kā iepazīstināt ar jaunajām tehnoloģijām un 3D printeriem pārējos.
And we are taking advantage of other events happening around in Athens and around Greece to create some positive effects for our students and our teachers. For example, the Athens Science Festival.
Un mēs izmantojam arī visas citas iespējas, lai, teiksim, popularizētu savu projektu un savas idejas, kā piemēram Atēnu zinātnes festivālā.
There was let's say, rather popular creative team, which are called Make It Real.
Is it from your school?
No, it's in Athens. In Athens, but they were in Athens Science Festival, and the students went there.
Yeah. No, tātad tur ir Atēnās pastāv kāda radošā grupa, padariet lietas reālas, kas ir piedalījusies arī šajā festivālā.
And they took part in 3D printing workshops, and then they went back to the school and brainstormed on what they could design for the visually impaired people and for the service learning in class.
Tad viņi piedalījās darbnīcās, kurās tika izmantots 3D printeris, un pēc tam ieradās skolā un stāstīja par to, kādu labumu tas mums visiem var atnest.
And a few things for our planning for next year. I hope I will not bore you with that too much, but we are expecting teachers to come to teach, experts to come and teach 3D printing. We are going to work on replicas on the 5th grade for history classes, for example.
Tātad par to, kas plānots nākošajā gadā, pirmām kārtām tātad tiks apmācīti skolotāji, uz skolu tiks attaicināti 3D printēšanas eksperti, kas palīdzēs skolotājiem apgūt šo lietu, un tad tā kā viņi izmanto pārsvarā 5. klases skolēnus, iesaista projekta darbā, tātad 5. klases skolēni strādās tieši ar modeļiem, kas ir attiecināmi uz mantojumu.
And we hope that we will better understand what are the actual needs of the visually impaired people and what we can produce that can be useful.
Un mēs ceram, ka līdz ar to skolēni un arī visas iesaistītās personas šādā veidā labāk uzzinās, kas tad ir tiešām nepieciešams, reāli nepieciešams cilvēkiem ar redzes traucējumiem.
So, thank you very much. Большое спасибо.